Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tip Balls Podcast. I am your host, Sam Randazzo. And I am joined by my two, I don't know. You guys are bringing very different vibes to the table today, and I don't understand how to deal with it yet.
I think I fixed my mic.
You did, eh?
Yeah.
Good for Bruce. Look at Bruce did something. Bruce did something good. Attaboy. To my right, it is the one and only, looking awfully spiffy, Uncle Sam.
Hello.
What's wrong with your
The-
fucking camera, dude?
Buddy.
Whose camera?
His camera.
Where it's facing the door. What are you doing? Let him do it. You don't gotta get up. Let him do it.
How did this happen?
I don't know. It's probably your fault. I must say.
Oh, you bumped it the other day when you were.
Yeah, Bruce.
Can you see it
Bruce.
good, Bruce?
They're gonna start calling for you to get fired
see
here
it?
in a second, Bruce. Jesus Christ.
Everybody's going to be in the chat. Fire Bruce. Fire Bruce.
Sure, the head's glaring off the picture in the back.
The light is shining perfectly off the head. Your beard today is looking polished.
It's not.
It's polished. That is a polished chin strap right there. That is
Yeah.
Oh,
Shave
you know
it
what?
off.
that's very nicely done.
I don't like it.
That's very nicely done. You got to zoom in a little bit,
don't
please.
like
Just
it.
fucking hurry
You got to
up.
zoom
I
in.
don't like it.
No,
Holy
we've
Christ.
never ever seen those soundboards there
Going
before.
home.
What soundboard?
The white.
Sometimes you gotta.
That's good, right?
Jesus.
good.
Well, I got to wait for him to get back to the thing now so he can
Center.
push the button.
Jesus.
Go back, God damn it. To my left, it is none other than our very own Mr. Zolo, Mike Palzolo.
Plus, good afternoon.
And back behind the computer after fixing all of the technical difficulties, absolutely gallivanting through gargantuan gallons of his own goo, it is Bruce the Tugboat Venditti.
Hello.
I need to find some more words that begin with G to describe what you do with your own goo.
G Unit.
Welcome. Week 2 is coming gone. It's starting to feel a little bit like fall now. Everybody's getting into form on a football field. I've been smelling bonfires at night. I'm starting to take a liking to apple-flavored things again. That means football is getting good. Okay, first things first. Uncle Sam,
Yes.
how much football did you watch this weekend?
Quite a bit.
Did you stay up for both games last night?
No. Well,
So-
I went to bed before the last one ended.
Zolo, how much football did you watch this weekend?
Are we including college?
I'll take it all.
I watched a lot of college football on Saturday.
Did you?
I did. Yeah, I love watching Notre Dame lose.
Did you watch both games last night?
I only watched the first game last night.
Really?
Yeah, I
That
did
second
not.
game is way too late. And college, you know
Yeah.
what? I got a gripe with college, too. They got fucking games starting at like 10:30 at night.
How about Michigan State and
1
USC?
o'clock in the morning.
Michigan State and USC, two 3-0 teams,
Yeah.
are playing at 11 p.m. this weekend.
Wow.
Crazy.
Live from
The Coliseum.
wow. God bless.
Yeah.
I will
Keep
say
bringing stupid West Coast teams into the Big Ten.
I know I'm going to be in the minority here 100%. I think I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was nice. It was nice it gave you something to stay up for. I stayed up. I watched the entire game. I enjoyed it. It was dark. It was quiet. I actually liked it. I like the fact that you can watch football from 7 to 1 on a Monday. So not only does it consume all day Saturday, all day Sunday, it consumes your entire evening on Monday. I, for one, liked it. Now, I wish the game would have been better, but we'll get into that shortly. Uncle Sam, how are you today?
Good.
Any high points, low points, pits and peaks of the weekend?
R.I.P. Robert Redford,
R.I.P.
the most overrated actor in America.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Zolo, how was your weekend? And were there any high points, low points, pits or peaks?
My weekend was good. It was mild. I finally, you know what I haven't been to? I went to Puma on Friday. Have you been to Puma yet?
I've heard, but I have not been.
Puma was good. Went to Puma Friday, and then before the game on Sunday, I did brunch at Les Supreme, which was
Lace, I thought you were going to say Grey Ghost.
no Grey Ghost brunch is gone, and Bar Pigalle had a brunch that is now gone as well. I want to try.
Grego's got rid of the brunch?
It's been gone for years. It's been gone since the pandemic.
No.
It's been gone for a long time. They'll do one holiday brunch a year, and I've talked to Bar Pigalle, and they said they will have holiday brunches as well.
Okay, I was at Grego's like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I think the brunch is coming back. I cannot confirm or deny.
That shocked me because one of the reasons people don't do brunch is because if they're open on they're all open on Saturday, but if they're open for Sunday dinner,
yeah,
in order to do brunch, they have to wake up early in the morning, prep for the brunch, and they basically no one gets a break. They close for an hour just to reopen for the dinner rush, and the same people are there cooking. So it takes a whole day for them to just break even on brunch. So they don't like doing brunch. That's why Grego's got rid of it. I'm curious to see that because they bite off a lot. Like they just opened up another restaurant.
Right. Little
Curious
ghost.
to see if they do that.
Okay. We have some fantasy questions that I want to answer before we get into the weekend. From YouTube. Should I trade Jonathan Taylor for Breece Hall and DK Metcalf?
Jonathan Taylor for Breece Hall and Metcalf. I need to see the rest of your team, but that I don't hate that because I think Breece Hall's look good through 2 weeks. It's just a matter of how much you believe in Metcalf.
Well,
at that point.
this week here he done it, but
And Jonathan
Good
Taylor's
person.
been on an absolute tear.
Yeah, if I have any Colts offensive players, tread lightly, because you don't know. You might have some gems right now. Jonathan Taylor has been known to deliver in the past. So,
Okay, hopping over to TikTok. Herbert, Ladd, and ETN for K1. Who is K1?
is it Kenneth Walker? I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
so let's say Herbert,
Kieran Williams? I don't know.
Herbert, Ladd, and ETN for St. Brown, Tariq, and K1. If you have Herbert, Ladd, and ETN at the
fuck is K1?
I don't know. Craig, you need to elaborate on who K1 is. Trade Jacoby for Tet and Judkins. Yes. If
Kobe Myers for
Tet McMillan and Quinshon Judkins. Yes. I think, because you disagree with me, and I want to hear why, but after seeing what I saw out of Geno Smith and the Las Vegas Raiders last night, and honestly, seeing what I saw from the play calling that went on there, that was atrocious. I'm sorry. There was no redeeming qualities offensively for the Raiders last night. I think this is going to be hard to say, but I see more promise with the offense from the Carolina Panthers right now than I do for watching the Las Vegas Raiders last night. So I would do it. I think you're getting Tet McMillan, who I think finishes the year a top 15 receiver, and Quinshon Judkins, who I think could finish the year, top 20 running back? Top 20 once he gets going? For Jacoby Myers, who I think is on a offense that's heading a spiral downward. You disagree?
I don't hate it. I think Tet's got a lot of potential. Through 2 weeks, he has been, other than Abuka, I don't think there's a rookie receiver that's been better than Tet McMillan. And Tet McMillan's also doing it without end zone production, so he's getting receptions and he's getting yards. Yeah, I could see it. I could see that being a good deal.
Pick one for your flex this week: Zay Flowers, Breece Hall, or Javonte Williams.
Who do the Cowboys play this week?
Zay, you went Zay Flowers, and you did not hesitate.
I'm just thinking Zay Flowers against the Lions.
Zay Flowers against the Lions, the Cowboys, and Javonte play at Chicago.
I changed my pick. Fuck.
And hold on, who's Breece Hall? So Jets. Honestly, I'm kind of soft on Breece at the moment. Breece at Tampa, I don't like.
I don't know about that.
Breece at Tampa. Did you not see what Tampa Bay, outside of the
Bijan
last
Robinson
drive
put
of the
100
game?
fucking 60 yards.
Yeah, but that's Bijan Robinson, not
Yeah.
Breece Hall. Look what Nick Chubb did last night. Up until his garbage time touchdown.
Fourth quarter when it matters.
Yeah, in that case, I think I'm going to go Javonte as well. Javonte or Zay, I really don't think you can go with. We got a question on TikTok. Start Gibbs or Scattaboo. Is this actually... Max, you got to tell me if you're being legit here or not.
Are we getting trolled?
I think we're getting trolled on that one.
Okay.
Why are you going to sit here and tell me that you?
No, I'm not going to
Okay.
even answer that.
Okay,
Stupid.
good. All right, I got some studs and duds that I would
He
like.
gets
to
a
talk
bunch
about.
of touches though. So
Scatterboo.
yeah, I mean
Um,
his productions to me is kind of average, but he gets a lot of touches for some reason. He's taking a lot of the touches from Tracy away.
I agree. I think Scatterboo is going to slowly morph a little bit into that kind of.
Yeah, but I think Tracy's more effective than him.
I agree.
I don't understand why they would.
Could you see a situation where you have like a Scatterboo Tracy split, kind of like Gibbs and Montgomery,
Possible.
or like Bucky and
The
Rashad
only
White?
thing is he's not David Montgomery.
No.
He can't run like David Montgomery.
No.
So I don't agree with doing that. But
All right.
my opinion.
My studs and duds of week 2. For my first stud, I have to go back to Thursday night. And after seeing everything this weekend, I think that Green Bay deserves some stud status at this point. Washington's no joke of a football team. I mean, I think that their Green Bay's week 1 win now probably looks a little bit better after seeing
Hold on.
week 2.
Let's do this. Let's have this conversation.
Okay.
To me, the Green Bay Packers are by far and away the front runner in the NFC.
They're the best.
There's no better team in the NFC, top to bottom.
As of week 2.
Through the first 2 weeks,
Correct.
I have not seen a better NFC team than the Green Bay.
Is anyone in there? Let me ask you a question. Is anyone in their ballpark after seeing what they did to the Lions and what the Lions did to the Bears? Is anyone in Green Bay's echelon? And
Here's my problem with saying this right now. The Lions didn't show up for that Green Bay game. Okay.
so you think if they played again, the Lions could beat
yeah.
them? Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, I think they could probably run them out of the fucking gym if they came out the way they did against Chicago.
Can I be honest with
Different
you,
animal.
Zolo?
Yeah.
I think they would too.
Yeah.
I think when that second game happens at Ford Field, I don't think it's going to be a run them out of the gym, but I think the Lions win it and they win it definitively.
Okay. So I'll make this quick.
But I
If
still
they
don't
can
think
put toward that effort.
Yeah.
I still don't think top to bottom the Lions are a better all-around team than Green Bay, but I do think the Lions will beat them.
So first things
Personnel-wise,
first.
Green Bay's better.
First things first, I think Green Bay's defense is better than the Eagle defense from last year. I'm going to start there. I think it's significantly
It's
better.
too early to say that.
I don't
That's
know.
that's fair.
Too early.
That's fair, and I'm not arguing that. But what I'm seeing right now is I'm seeing
When the Eagles finished out the year last year, man, you seen what they did to Mahomes. That was no fluke.
you've seen what Green Bay's done to a dynamic offense in Washington and a offense that the week after they played them put up 52 in Detroit.
Correct.
I think their defense is elite. The only thing I think that's holding Green Bay back right now, and that could change. Go ahead, say it.
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love. The jury to me
He's
is
been
still
kinda
out on
average,
Jordan Love.
To be honest,
He is.
I think he's been average or below average. They're winning these games because of their defense.
But-
Otherwise, if their offense was as good as it could be, they'd have the same scores as the Lions because their offense is always on the field.
But
their
see-
defense is that good.
You want to know what this Jordan Love thing is? It's the Trent Dilfer effect. It's build a defense that's so fucking solid all around. Because Green Bay's defense
the Bears did the same thing.
is so solid all around that it will make up for mediocrity at the quarterback position.
Yeah.
That's the case.
I mean, that Baltimore defense that was averaging 17 points a game back in 2000. I mean, they were same team Dilfer was on, and they didn't even need. All they needed was Jamal Williams rush for 2,000 yards that year, and who was it? Shannon Sharp was the tight end, and I think he led the whole team in receiving. I mean, it was the defense that won him the championship.
So yeah, stud number 1, Green Bay Packers. And again, I do think they're the most well-rounded team in the NFC right now. The other big piece of news out of this game is Jaden Daniels' injury. I will say, my dude's taking hits. And like,
Well, he's
taking hits.
Listen, he's not going to surprise people anymore.
Yeah.
So he needs to learn how to protect himself. He's just looking for the gun down the field, and he needs to be smart about it. Throw the ball away,
They play the Raiders this weekend, who,
They should come back.
well,
I don't know.
he's week to week at the moment.
Yeah, you might not see him.
I mean, against the Raiders team, maybe not. Maybe you get a little Marcus Mariota sprinkled in there.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't have a problem with that.
You don't have a problem with Marcus Mariota.
No.
Shockingly,
not
I'm not
really.
surprised
No,
by that.
No, I don't have a problem with that.
My second
Played a lot of football.
My second stud this week, the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
After what we saw out of Pittsburgh in week 1, and granted, it was against the Jets, who looked like total petrified, gray,
No, you can't say that.
moldy,
The Jets
dog
looked good
shit.
week 1. I don't.
No, I'm saying this week. In week 2,
They looked bad. They were playing Buffalo.
they looked awful.
They looked out of sync.
Yes. Their
They
offense
couldn't get
was
anything going. And now, how long is Fields out for?
Is he out officially?
I don't know.
I don't think I haven't heard
It didn't look
anything.
good.
You had Fields on your studs list last
Yeah,
week, if I
I
remember
did.
correctly.
And I had Aaron Rodgers on my studs list.
Do you think that this body of work will continue all year for Fields? Do you still have confidence,
So-
or is he still Justin Fields?
I'll be honest. Both these teams are not as good as we thought they were. It was one of those situations where you had Pooh playing a little bit less Pooh in week 1, and so they both looked
Yeah, but
okay.
Pittsburgh, listen, they had basically one play that cost them the game.
I don't want to say that. I
They
don't
had
want
one
to say
play that cost them the game.
that. Because this is the thing.
When a guy doesn't know that he has to grab a kickoff return, that it's not a fucking punt.
Can we-
It
let's-
lets it roll into the end zone.
Let's give Sam Darnold and the Seahawks some flowers here for 1 second, okay?
I'm not saying that Seattle didn't earn that victory
Well-
because Kenneth Walker was out of his mind.
Okay,
He
because
should be one of your studs this week.
Seattle in a whole.
Yeah.
Seattle in a whole
He's on my
is on my
bench, one of
stud
mine.
list. So let me do this,
Terrible.
and then we're going to talk about dud number 1. Seattle. I thought Sam Darnold had a couple of picks in there. At the end of the day, Pittsburgh's defense is still the highlight of that team. They did a very nice job against them, and I thought Seattle played Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh was
very
missing a lot of
well.
personnel, man. A lot of guys went out in that game.
That's true
Yeah.
too. But
Yeah.
to me, outside of the Rams,
I'm with you. This game said more about Seattle
Yes,
than
I
it
agree.
did about Pittsburgh.
I agree.
To take a team from the West Coast and 1 p.m. start and to go out and beat a really stout defensive East Coast team in their home opener.
Right.
Mike McDonald, who coached under both Harbaughs, Jim at Michigan, John for the Ravens, he's used to playing there. He's used to playing Pittsburgh. He went there twice a year, and he was a coordinator, or he was a position coach, if I remember, the linebacker coach before he became their D coordinator. He goes, all week we blared Renegade at practice.
I loved what he did by
Yeah.
lining up and punching that defense in the mouth. They tired him out. Half those guys went out.
It's the two
and
deep
it was
safeties.
over. It
It's
was
the
over.
two deep safeties. You stack the box with the two deep safeties, and that was more than enough to shut down Aaron Rodgers. I know Jalen Warren looked good. I know Aaron Rodgers wasn't even that bad, but I saw this video going back to Renegade. I saw this video of the Seattle sideline when they played Renegade. The Seattle sideline was going crazy as if it was their home game, and they were ready. And credit to Seattle. That division, I believe, is 7-1. The Seattle or the NFC, which I told you guys, I think it was going to be the best division this year. The NFC West is 7-1. The Niners are somehow 2-0. Rams are obviously 2-0. Cardinals are 2-0. And then the Seahawks are 1-1. Could be 2-0 as well. They lost to San Francisco. They could have went either way.
Right.
Good for that division. And I knew that division would be good. They get to play
They
the
turned
AFC.
the ball over. That killed them right at the end.
Yeah.
In that first game.
Yep. And they would have had it.
my third stud is Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts yet again for the second week in a row. They beat Denver 29-28. Daniel Jones, 316 passing yards and a touchdown, as well as a rushing touchdown. What can you say now? Because Denver, in all of our eyes, is a playoff team, which we gave a shot to win the AFC West. And now the Colts.
The Colts should have lost that game. I mean, come on.
Colts should have lost that game. Well, hold on.
But-
credit to Sam really quickly because Denver is someone that people are picking to
Colts-
potentially win the division. They were trying to
Colts
start
shouldn't have been in that
2-0.
game.
They were trying to start 2-0, but the Colts were in the agreed they should have lost. No argument. That was a bad, stupid penalty. Dumb
call.
Dumb call. Should have lost the game. Shouldn't have had that opportunity. Now, They were in the game down the stretch.
That's what
and
I'm
they
saying.
deserve the credit for being in
Yeah.
the game down the stretch against a good team. And I just want to say, backing you up real quick, Indiana Jones.
I mean, my God. dude.
Indiana Jones.
My God.
You can it's as if this continues, right? It's 2 weeks against two different teams, but if this continues, it's hard to take credit
What does
from the
this
Colts.
say
It's
about the staff?
Brian Dabble.
What
Thank
does
you.
it say about the staff? In
Took the words out of my mouth.
Wait, you're saying this is a knock on the Giants staff?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, that's if this persists. I still don't think Daniel Jones is that good. But
yeah.
if this persists, yeah, there's a lot of dysfunction in New York. Or
This
they
is-
pulled the plug too soon. Whatever it is, something
Yeah.
was off with the Giants. Offensive line play was horrible, whatever it is. Because you can say
Right.
the same thing about what Russ did this weekend. You could put it on Dabble's play. Because
Yeah,
Russ
'cause
popped
first
off.
week everybody wanted Russ's head on the
and,
plate.
and Russ was QB
And
what
then
the other
he
day?
was
One.
Go ahead. Go on.
phenomenal.
One more thing about the Colts. Jim Irsay died. He was like a, other than the fact that he was kind of fucked up, he was
R.I.P.
he was a good owner.
pickle barrel.
Can we agree he was a pretty good owner, Jim Irsay?
Absolutely.
Better than his father by far. He's the perfect. He reminds me of like Mark Cuban. Perfect amount of hands on when you need him to be, and perfect amount of hands off when you need him to be. Trust the people to run the team. Jim Irsay's daughter, Carly, his youngest daughter, she's not much older than me. She's basically had the team thrown at her. She's always worked for the team. She's always been a brand manager for the team. She's had the team thrown in her lap out of her three siblings. She's on the sidelines, dressed to the nines, with a headset on. She can hear everything that everyone's saying with a headset on, listening to coaches. And the team is rallying around her. They're rallying around her father's death and her presence. And I think that is really cool. I'm excited for the Colts.
I think
It's a great
this
fan
is
base,
a
and they
little bit of
deserve it.
motivation for them too.
100%. That's what I'm
And
saying.
That's sometimes that's what you need to be successful. Is something like the pickle barrel going down, and then everybody's just rallying around it.
Because
It's like Dan Campbell, dude, when he came in crying and biting ankles and this, that. Everybody rallied around it.
A rallying cry.
like
It's the rallying cry.
this is the last thing I want to say about the Colts because I don't want to spend too much time there. But like Denver's defense is the highlight of that team. Denver's has a very, very nice stout defense. And I'll give it to you. They beat the Dolphins week 1, and we know the Dolphins are fucking putrid. But now we have 2 weeks in a row where I thought Daniel Jones lit it up. That offense lit it. They had well over 400 yards of total offense.
Yeah, I mean, young
Against
son
a
heroes,
good defense.
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor,
has
fantastic week 2.
had a great start to this year.
And next week, this is the
And
thing.
We'll see if he can carry that out.
Next week they play Tennessee.
There you go.
So
That's
now
a
you have-
tough defensive team.
I
Their offense is kind of learning on the run.
Colts,
yeah,
Colts,
they're
Titans,
pretty bad.
Colts Titans could actually be kind of
That could be a good game. It's a divisional game.
Yep.
And these guys will be ready to play. So
But I mean,
don't these divisional games, man. The Dallas Giant game. I mean, the divisional games, dude. That means a lot.
that division right now, with starting out 2-0. Okay.
Yeah.
Starting out 2-0 for them
It's huge.
is massive. It's absolutely massive. They're the only 2-0 team in that division.
Yeah.
Jacksonville 1-1, Houston 0-2, Tennessee 0-2. Just saying,
Yeah.
Daniel Jones, that he deserves to be. He deserves all the flowers that he's getting right now. Number 3. This one's gonna be a hot take, but Baker Mayfield to me deserves to be on a stud list.
No, and he's just getting started too. Like their offense will continue to get better, especially when Godwin gets back. Those are tough tests too to start the year.
Tough.
Look what
Houston
he's done,
D,
man.
and then
on the road.
yeah, on the road to start. Houston D, and then someone I'm going to talk about later, or a group that I'm going to talk about later, is Atlanta's D is now actually very good, one of the better ones, and he beat both of them on the road to start the year without Godwin. So Tampa.
Well, that first game of the year, I mean, they lost because when young boy Koo gooted into this fucking right upright and bounced it off of there.
Young Wei Goo.
And that's the reason why
Young Wei
they
Goo.
won that first
Young Ho Goo.
Young Ho Goo.
Yeah.
Young Ho Goo.
Yep.
I have to say, there was one play last night that stuck out to me specifically about Baker. Okay, because Houston's defensive front is fantastic. Like
Good.
he was under duress constantly last night. And there was one play. It was a 3rd and 10, and my dude just tucked it and ran. And and it was like
Beautiful.
You were sitting there, and I was thinking about it. And I was like, this guy consistently.
He wills that team to win.
Yes, he will will them into a spot to win that game. And
This is what a
against and I'll tell you what, Houston's offense is fucking garbage. Like truly.
You know
It's
what?
garbage.
Their offensive line is not good, and they're still in these games. They're still competitive.
Their defense,
So-
made Tampa Bay's offensive line last night look awful, and it's not. Like their defense is very nice, and it's going to keep them in a lot of games, but their offense has problems.
Remember, defense wins you championships.
Stroud still ain't there. He's still not all the way back. And my final stuff.
Stroud was on. You know what? Stroud was running for his life.
That's true.
Running for his life, dude.
True.
You know, so I wouldn't put a lot of press on him, dude. He's a good quarterback when he has time. Hey, all quarterbacks are good quarterbacks when they have time to throw. I mean, Jordan Love's living proof of that. But I mean, you know, Baker, man, he's got that it factor that a lot of guys don't have. Mahomes has it. Josh Allen has it. And I think this guy's name deserves to be in that category to one of the guys that have it, that can will his team to win, because he's been doing it now for a couple of years. This is a guy that was casted out of Cleveland. Casted out, got picked up by two other fucking
Hold on.
teams.
Can I interrupt you for 1
Yeah,
second?
go ahead.
I don't know what's wrong with my memory, but I don't remember the specifics as to why he was casted out from Cleveland, other
Because they
than
were getting Deshaun Watson.
maybe 1 year of bad play. He was
hurt. He
Baker was hurt.
That first
Baker
year.
was hurt.
Yes. But he got casted out because they wanted Watson.
The guy was
He was
literally
29 and 30 all time in Cleveland.
The guy was literally a couple plays away from beating Kansas City in Kansas City to go to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
He literally almost beat the Chiefs on
Okay,
the
so
road.
Cleveland, the brain trust in that fucking franchise, they decide to go with tug and rub and send this cat packing. So he goes packing. Where did he go? Where did he go right after Cleveland?
Was it Carolina or L.A.?
Carolina.
Carolina and then LA.
Just Carolina.
And then he was backing up Matt Stafford when he was hurt.
Yep.
You know,
and was very
they let him
serviceable.
go.
Was
Yes.
very serviceable for the
very good
Rams.
there.
I think that's why he fit in so well in Tampa. Because if I recall, Liam Cohen came from the Rams, right? Am I right? He's
Believe
part of
so,
that.
yeah.
He's part of. Who's got one of the most absurd trees, by the way, is Sean McVay. A story for another time. But Liam Cohen had similarities in his system to the Rams system, so he fit right in for 2 years in Tampa with. Oh no, because he had Dave Canales two years ago.
He's just like Jared Goff when you think about it. He was casted out,
Honestly,
and the guy gets onto another team. And he's a top 5 quarterback.
he's more
right now.
adaptable. He's more adaptable than Jared Goff.
I
Number
had this
one,
conversation today.
but
Literally.
he hasn't achieved this. What Jared Goff has done is better, but he's been more adaptable. Other than Carolina,
Yeah.
he's done it with 3 different teams. He was good in Cleveland. He was good for LA, even though they didn't win anything, and he's been good for Tampa.
Let me give you an example here. What if you had Baker Mayfield behind this offensive line here with that duo of running backs and the receiving weapons that Detroit has over Jared Goff?
Yeah.
What do you
J-Mo
think he
score
would
every
do?
There's a
touchdown.
very good
sorry?
chance.
J-Mo would score every touchdown.
You
Okay,
kind
so
of see what I'm saying?
it's a great question. I think
I'm not saying that Tampa doesn't have weapons. They do.
they do
They got Mike
100%.
Evans.
They do 100%.
But,
I
I
think
mean-
to answer your question, I think Jared Goff has a higher football IQ than Baker does, but I think Baker is more talented. I think Baker is more physically gifted than Jared Goff is.
Can I,
And I think Baker would thrive here, to answer your question. It would also add a wrinkle if we had a mobile quarterback. It would add a crazy wrinkle to this Lion, an insane wrinkle to the Lions offense.
how many quarterbacks can you name better than Baker Mayfield?
Right now, you guys, you won't agree with the first one. You might. Jalen Hurts.
I agree with that.
What do you mean? Why
better
do you
than
think
Baker.
I think Jalen.
No, I think you'd agree with me. I think
Yeah.
you'd agree with me.
He didn't think I would.
I didn't think he'd agree with me.
I'll give you that one.
Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. Man, the Goff thing is a toss-up.
Eddie Mahomes.
It's a toss-up. Okay, when everything's clicking in Kansas City, Mahomes. Right now, in this current juncture, I'm taking Baker over Mahomes. Right now,
Oh, I would take
yeah,
Baker over quite a few of these guys. To be
yeah.
honest with you.
But yeah, Mahomes.
Jackson.
Mahomes all around is on that list. But right now, I'm taking Baker over Mahomes. Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert. I'm taking over Baker.
That was the one for me.
Am I missing anyone?
What about Dak?
No,
Daniel Jones.
no, and no.
Jordan Love?
No, hell no.
Justin Fields.
No,
Danny
Yeah.
Ball game.
no.
I was
Justin
going to say
Fields.
No, I wonder what Baker would look like in this current incarnation of the Rams offense.
I'll give the edge to Goff. I'm going to give the edge to Goff slightly.
Yeah,
Slightly.
just because of
I'll say
it's
seven.
recency
you know what?
bias.
Baker's
It's
been a
recency
winner
bias.
everywhere he's been. College, pro.
So is Goff.
Been a fucking winner, dude. He didn't win nothing in college.
Well,
Goff, keep in mind what
Tim
Goff,
Tebow's a winner in
what
college,
Goff has
bud.
done as a pro should
One of the most
outweigh
winningest of all time.
what Goff has done as a pro should outweigh a lot of what anyone's done because Goff has brought 2 different franchises to a title game, which is
Yeah.
it doesn't happen, and I think Goff should get that. But if we're
He's
going by,
also the scapegoat of the first franchise that he was at. That's the reason why he's still not. he's
Speaking
not
of
there.
Goff, my final stud is the Detroit Lions.
Okay.
Uh,
They showed up.
I mean, they showed up and they showed up bigly.
Oh.
Like it was phenomenal. And I
just-
is there any complaints? Let's start
yeah,
there.
I
yeah,
have 2.
Aiden Hutchinson.
I have 2.
I have a big complaint.
I
Go
have
ahead.
2. You go
Go ahead.
first.
No, you go.
No, you're good.
You go. I'll hear you out.
I think
Go
one
ahead.
of ours is going to be the same. I think one of mine's
Go
going to
ahead.
be the same as yours.
Good.
I still don't think they're running the ball effectively. Was that your complaint?
Yeah.
I still don't think that. Okay, so a lot to the outside was good. It was better. The utilization of the running backs was good. I want to see a little more David Montgomery. They're not doing a good enough job of getting to the second level in the A, B, and C gaps, which is what they do. They gash you on first and second down by running for 3 or 4 yards. They wear you down. They control the pace and the tempo of the game. And then they put themselves in third and manageable, which is really easy for St. Brown to make separation, really easy for Sam Laporta to get open, really easy to hit J-Mo downfield, is when you're in third and manageable. I get it. They broke the franchise record for yards per play. Like, I get it. They were really good offensively on Sunday. I want to see them run the ball a little bit more effectively. A little bit more. And if it gets gradually better every week, that's great. Clearly, there was improvement on the offensive line in the middle this week, right?
Absolutely.
Clearly, there was improvement. I need to see more
I mean,
improvement.
is it Chicago coming off the short week? You could maybe say that.
But their front is still
But
good.
their
Chicago's
front
front
is
is still good.
yeah, I don't think they're bad at all.
I have a complaint.
Yeah, go ahead.
DJ Reed.
Really, I thought he was great on Sunday, but go ahead.
I
What do you
mean,
think?
I watched O'Dunsey burn him like 3 times.
They were in.
Duncy is no joke.
They
I
were
mean,
in
he looked
zone.
really good, but
They were
like-
in zone on one of those plays, and then another one. There was a jump ball on 3rd and long, and he just
He's
he
just a
got
big
3
receiver. That's
Okay,
talented.
fair. I think in zone they struggle, and I think that's why Odunze burned them.
How did we feel about the linebacking core this week compared to last week?
I thought it was good. I thought it was the star, like the only redeemable part about the defense last week, and I thought it was good this week.
Jack was flying around. Hutch,
Listen,
negative.
I don't even know what to say.
Al-Quadin Muhammad.
You know,
There
My
you go.
boy.
Is Davenport out
Inshallah.
for a significant amount of time?
We don't know yet. He
Is he
came
gonna
back in the
play this
game.
week?
He went back in the game,
did.
so I don't know.
Yeah,
We don't know
well,
yet.
You know,
That's another
go
conversation.
right back down
Let's
again?
have that conversation. The reason everyone was concerned about edge rusher isn't necessarily a little bit. It was the talent, right? The lack of talent outside of Hutchinson.
yeah.
The reason everyone was concerned is because Marcus Davenport hasn't played a full season in a very long time. It's week
We're
2.
week 2 again.
It's week 2,
Does it remind you of last year?
and he's already toast.
Here you go.
Now,
last year's fucking thing.
Devil's advocate. I think what he could have been thinking on Marcus Davenport or on the pass rushers is, I'm gonna get Hassanian back
Pass.
down the road.
Pascal's
I'm
coming
gonna
back.
get Pascal back, and if we just survive until week 4, Josh Pascal will be back, and we'll be fine. Bad, dumb decision making, dumb way to hedge. You're down to 2 pass rushers. If you're down to 2 legitimate DNs, if you're out Marcus Davenport this week.
Yeah,
Bad.
they're saying that he was seeking second opinions today.
Okay. That's not a good sign.
Don't
When you're
love it.
seeking second opinions, that usually means
Fucked.
you're going into the room where they put the camera in you
Okay.
rectally, and it's not good. Not good at all.
Who are your difference makers from this game?
difference. Hold on, I have one more complaint. Actually,
Oh, go ahead. I love complaints.
Bruce
Keep
has
the
been
complaints.
Bruce has been chirping away about Aiden Hutchinson. I thought he was.
Your excuse is he's been double teamed and triple teamed, like everybody.
No, it's not. No, the pass rush in general is still non-existent.
But the whole other side of Hutch was getting home. Besides Hutch, Hutch got what, half a sack?
No, he had a sack.
He had a full sack.
And
Did he have a
and
full
he was
sack?
the impact on an interception. Like he was literally the second highest player. Graded player in
Listen to me.
defense.
He's not a $40 million guy. That's the bottom line is he's not a $40 million guy.
Okay.
Okay. I watched Myles Garrett, who was getting double
Okay,
teamed.
Myles Garrett's
Hold
the
on,
best guy
hold
in
on,
the league.
Hold on. Let me.
But that's what you're
why
basically
he
what
makes
you're
$40
paying
million.
for. That's what you're paying for.
This is why he makes $40 million.
Yeah, but Max Crosby didn't do that last night.
He juked
whatever.
the back, juked the tackle, come in, bam, strip sack fumble. I mean, if you can't do that in like 2.5 seconds, I mean, I don't know what to
He's
say.
right.
Dude.
You do see these other
It's just
edge
my
rushers
opinion, dude.
completely change
You know?
the entire.
I'm not
opposite-
saying-
Who's
listen,
opposite the other edge rushers?
Aiden
Who's opposite
Hutchinson's
other
the
edge
best
rushers?
pass rusher you have here. Period. That's not good. It's good. He's
good.
okay. He's
Yeah, you
good.
can't-
He's good. But I don't
needs
think
help.
he's not
He
one of
needs
those elite guys, dude. He's not.
Listen, dude. On
He's not a TJ Watt. He's not a fucking
Cleveland's
Myles
offensive
Garrett.
line, you got to account for the rest of the line. On the Lions' defensive line, you don't have to account for anybody but Hutchinson. And that's the problem. That is why you needed to keep at least at a bare bones bottom minimum. You needed to keep Zadarius Smith here. So at least
Did
you had to
anybody
look
see the
that
Cleveland
way.
game? Did anybody watch the Cleveland game?
Yes.
Did you watch
Yes,
it?
I watched Myles Garrett, but it's Myles Garrett.
Yes.
It is Myles Garrett because Max Crosby last night.
here's-
Khalil Mack looked better. The ghost
now.
of Khalil Mack looked better than Max Crosby last night
Okay.
against a good offensive line.
Okay.
For the Chargers.
Okay.
Okay.
So at this point, do you pay this guy $40 million a year?
Yes.
Again,
You pay
You know
him,
what? You know what
yes.
the problem I have is.
Or do you franchise him?
Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? This is your whole thing. Because whenever we say something you don't like, that's like,
Christ,
just
man.
listen.
Go
Just
ahead.
listen. Whenever we say something you don't like about the Philadelphia Eagles or anything like that,
here
you say, "Oh, it's only 2 weeks. We've only seen 2 weeks." So you know what?
only seen 2
I'm gonna put the Uno reverse card in and say, if you're gonna decide whether or
I'm
not you're
gonna
gonna
tell
pay
you right
Aiden
now,
Hutchinson, you got to wait for more than 2
Number
weeks.
one, he's not healthy.
Okay, well there you go.
He's not
you're
at-
answering your own
he's,
question.
He's not at 100%. He's about 70%. That's my opinion of what I've seen out of him. He's not even in football
And he got a
condition
sack.
yet.
And he got a sack.
And he got a sack.
So
And he got a sack.
If
yeah,
70%,
at this point, if you're the GM of the Detroit Lions, which that's questionable, but I mean, do you pay him the $40 million a year?
Yes.
Okay.
Because who else are you
Just
going to put
asking
there?
a question.
You want what? You want them to move Pat O'Connor to his side, and they'll keep Al-Quadin Muhammad over
you
here? Please.
Why don't they bring what's his name? Saddam Hussein up from the practice squad? Is he still here? Saddam Hussein's still here?
Okay, duds.
Huh? Zolo?
Anything else on the Lions before we move on to duds?
I'm good.
You? We need to take the bucked up drinks away from him because he's suggesting that we get rid of Aiden Hutchinson now.
I did not say that.
You just said let
I
him
just
franchise
said,
tag
do you
him and let
pay
him walk.
him? Do you pay him?
No, but you understand?
All I said.
How many
Do you
people?
pay
What's
him
the
$40
population
million
of
a
the
year?
city of Detroit? 500,000, 600,000. You are the only person here who wouldn't pay Aiden Hutchinson. The only one.
I just. Brad Holmes says, you can only afford one of them.
Well, he's the one that they afforded because
I-
they passed
I
on Micah
guess.
Parsons. They passed on Trey Hendrickson. They passed on Myles Garrett. He's the guy.
Yeah, there you go.
My
Pass on Myles Garrett. That was a
dud.
smart move.
Dud.
Smart
I don't
move.
think Myles Garrett was ever available for trade to anybody.
Oh, I beg to differ there. They chose not to do that. They chose.
You're about the Lions?
Yes.
So how do you explain the other 30 teams that didn't acquire him?
What do you mean?
He didn't,
Well, because
he
he's
didn't
not going to go anywhere if you're not going to pay him. He's not going to go. Period.
Yeah, I think the whole
Yeah.
Miles I want to trade was just leverage for an extension. That's
Well-
all that was. He was never leaving Cleveland.
I don't know.
He was
I don't
never
know.
leaving Cleveland. And they
That's
were never
that's something
traded.
we'll never find out. Guaranteed. Brad Holmes will be sure of that. You never hear about that. Go ahead.
Dud number one.
Yeah.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
I don't see how you can call them a dud. Week 1, they looked pretty good. Okay, they come out a little flat yesterday. I don't know. Like I said, I fell asleep because I can't do that. I'm old. I can't watch
This
games.
this
past
wasn't
fucking
flat.
midnight.
This wasn't flat. This was just bad.
Yeah,
This was bad quarterback play. This was bad play calling.
and they were at home.
They were at home,
Yeah.
a primetime game. Ashton
Tom
Genty,
Brady was in the booth on the field with fucking headsets on, and he couldn't cheat his way into a victory. It just happens.
Ashton Genty had 11 carries.
It's not enough.
Not
Not enough.
they did not look good this entire game. Brock Bowers played. He had 5 catches. Like it just didn't. Nothing about it looked good. And I'm sorry, but the Geno Smith experiment. They were going on and on about how thrilled Pete Carroll was to have somebody with such a high football IQ like
He
Geno
looked good
Smith.
Week 1.
Dude, he didn't look good in week 2. He
Okay.
did not at all look good in week 2. And like
The Chargers.
let's pump the brakes on
are-
that week 1 game real quick here.
I think Chargers are the best team in that division. as
I
of right
agree.
now.
But
as of right now.
let's pump the brakes on the Raiders week 1 game
Okay.
because who did they beat in week 1?
The Raiders
New
beat the
England.
Patriots in
They beat New
in
England.
Foxborough.
And Miami, the unanimous worst team in the NFL, took the Patriots to the brink yesterday.
Yeah.
Or Sunday, excuse me. So I don't know. The Raiders to me, it just looked very dysfunctional still. And that's shocking with a Pete Carroll coach team, but it looked dysfunctional. Geno didn't look good. And I'll tell you what, the Chargers defense looked fucking beautiful.
They had all the signs. They're stealing the signs.
Yes. I forgot. Yeah, Jesse Minter was.
Don't forget that.
Who was on the sideline there taking videos? What's
Hey,
his
it was
name?
fucking Connor
Connor
Stallions
Stallions.
was out
Stallions.
there.
Yeah, Connor
Connor
Stallions.
Stallions
Feeding
working
Tom
for the
Brady.
Chargers.
Tom Brady.
Feeding Tom Brady.
Tom
the
Brady
signals.
gave Connor Stallions all the signs, and that's why the Chargers went
There
in
you go.
there and ship pumped another team.
There you go.
It just happened. When you have the signs, you can do whatever.
They
you
were
want.
linked into Tom Brady's headset.
Dud number 2, Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns. Because you want to know what? The only person who looked good for the Cleveland Browns was Myles Garrett. Because herein lies the problem with the Cleveland Browns again. Joe Flacco has had more than 45 pass attempts in his first 2 games. And I'm sorry, like you keep seeing the same thing over and over. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And like you have Judkins, you have Sampson, you still have Jerome Ford. Like try and figure out a way to run the football. Try and figure out a way to run it.
Well, what happened was they got behind. They got behind early, and they were unable to go blow to blow with Baltimore. I mean, that's a lot of fucking teams. That happens to a lot of teams. You know, unless you're the Buffalo Bills, you're not coming back from that.
Listen to me. It was 20-10 in the third quarter. Baltimore didn't really
They hung
lay
in
it
there
on.
pretty damn good.
Baltimore had a 21-point fourth quarter. But like that's what I'm talking about. Like grab some do something. Because the Flacco thing is not working. You had 3 points in the
So
first half.
what are you saying? Put Shador Sanders in there?
Yes.
Or Dylan Gabriel? Give me
Yes.
a break, dude.
No,
Those
take-
guys are obviously not ready. Otherwise, they would be
Guess
playing.
what, dude?
They're not
Throw
ready.
them out there and let them figure it out.
They're not ready.
You're not winning anything this year with this team. Throw them
got
out there.
your
And let
best-
'em
Dylan
figure it
Gabriel-
out.
Chance to win is Flacco.
Dylan
went
Gabriel
3 for
played
3 with a
in-
touchdown pass.
Dylan Gabriel played in bigger games in college than Drake May did. Then who's this year? Cam Ward. He played in way bigger games than Cam Ward. Hypothetically, Dylan Gabriel, maybe he's not
Probably-
ready, but I mean, if Bo Nix was ready last year, I don't
Yeah.
know why Dylan Gabriel can't be.
This
I don't
was
know.
a
You might- you
41
might
to
be
10
right.
game before Dylan
be
Gabriel
right.
got in there and
I
guarded.
mean, what's their best chance of winning? You don't name a 50-year-old quarterback as your best chance to win a fucking football game unless you truly believe that.
I'm going to say something really nasty right now.
Go ahead.
Please.
I think we're spending too much time talking about the Browns.
Moving on.
Okay.
It's fine with me. They were a dud. That's all you needed to know. Next up, Jacksonville. Did not like Jacksonville yesterday. You got dished. Hold on. You got dished to win, man. You got dished to get
got
out of jail
dished to
free
win.
card.
It's one thing if Jake Browning has a week to prepare and knowing he's just like Jake Browning is not going to sneak up on any teams. He's been serviceable in the past. He's been serviceable with Burrow out before. And now teams can prep for him now that they know he's going to be the quarterback going forward. When a quarterback comes in mid-game, that isn't prepared on the week and still beats you, you should be ashamed.
Yeah, agree 1,000%. And
Why? I don't think it was like they just laid down for that guy. They picked him. I mean, they were
talking
getting
about Browning?
turnovers.
You're talking about Browning?
Yeah.
You're talking about how Jacksonville didn't lay down for that guy? Is that what
They
you're
didn't
saying?
lay down for him. They were still coming after him.
Yeah, but
Jacksonville had a lead
Yeah.
when Browning went into the game.
Correct.
Okay, so you have a lead,
Yeah.
and Joe Burrow dies due to toe injury, and Jake Browning checks into the game.
Death by
and
toe.
not only can Trevor Lawrence not outduel him, but your defense can't stop Jake Browning. I'm sorry.
That's an issue.
You're a dud.
Defensive.
That's an issue defensively. Aaron Rodgers was a dud yesterday.
Yeah.
We already covered
I mean, he wasn't good.
he was not good.
He was.
He looked like he was.
I'll tell you what. I didn't like the kind of look of their whole team. They physically got their ass kicked yesterday.
They got
Their ass kicked.
man.
Now they're
By
coming off.
Seattle.
Hold on, they're coming off 2 weeks of playing two teams that beat them up physically.
Oh, yeah.
One was the Jets offensively. I'm talking about their offense, and then they come back and they play the Seahawks, and they physically got outmanned yesterday. In a stupid play right at the fucking end there with this kickoff deal, that basically threw the dirt on top of the coffee.
You know what the worst thing about it is for them, and I thought about this yesterday. Pittsburgh has the Week 5 bye,
Okay,
so that means Aaron Rodgers.
they'll need
ancient
that. They'll need
ass.
that. They'll need that fifth week.
Yeah,
bye.
but he's got to go. He's got to go 11 weeks straight, baby, to
That's
finish
good.
it.
They need that.
Finish it.
Listen, they got to get their defense healthy. They lost a lot of guys yesterday.
And to wrap it all up, my final dud of the week, duds of the week, are the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
It's not unfair. A part of me feels like the Chiefs' problems can be solved when the pass catchers return because their defense is there. I think their defense is serviceable. And I don't think Mahomes has looked that bad. Their offensive line is better than last year, in my opinion, even without Joe Tooney.
Yes.
I think Josh Simmons has been great. Is it Josh Simmons?
Yeah,
I think
he's
he's
been
been
real
good for them. But yeah, I mean that's two lackluster performances through 2 weeks, and obviously I think the Eagles same drill. Maybe the Cowboys weren't as good as I thought they were week 1, but that the Eagles have major issues outside of Jalen Hurts because I think Jalen Hurts is still a rock star. But outside of Jalen Hurts, I think the Eagles have major issues. I think that whatever is going on with not being able to scheme the receivers open, that's a problem. I don't know if Kellen Moore is that. Who's their offensive coordinator? Who replaced Kellen Moore? I don't even know.
I don't know.
I don't have an answer. Vic Fangio's still there though. So
Pauluto, Kevin Patullo. I
I don't know who that is.
Can I give you guys I have a hot take today. I have a hot take. And I want you both to tell me I'm wrong. I hope you guys do. Do you know who Philadelphia plays week 3 and week 4?
No, I don't.
No, tell me.
They play the Rams next week.
Okay.
Where is it? Is it in LA or Philly?
It's in Philly, unfortunately.
That's a great game.
Fantastic.
2-2-0 teams, and again, I picked the I would change to the Packers right now, going to my hand, but I picked the Rams before the season to go to the Super Bowl.
Sean McVay is going to make them throw the football.
I agree.
He's going to make them throw the football.
He's got the defense to do it too.
Correct. He does. And they're going to get exposed. And the week after that, they go to Tampa.
Okay.
And Tampa has the defense to beat Philadelphia too. Saying.
Tampa's done it before.
Just saying. They can't throw the football. They can't throw the football. They can't.
Okay.
They had 101 yards of passing again. 101 yards. You are living on the prayer of Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts' 1 touchdown run a game. And if you find a defense that can keep one of those two things from happening one time, you're not going to be able to outdo them. You're not. I'm sorry. Philadelphia, to me, is a slow train wreck, and Kansas City is a full train wreck.
I said this to Sam before the show. The Philadelphia Eagles, the 2025 Philadelphia Eagles right now look like the 2024 Kansas City Chiefs.
Winning but mediocre.
They're winning, but with no oomph, no statement, no nothing. Even, hey, you could say going to beat the team you beat in the Super Bowl on the road in their house. You could say it. You could say it's a good win, and I'm not denying you that. And Chiefs fans did it last year. Oh, all they did was just do this. All they did was just do that. And you were right. But then what happened when you made the Super Bowl? You cakewalked into the Super Bowl and you got beat by a team that was more complete than you. There are teams that are more complete than Philly right now. I think the Green Bay Packers would roundhouse kick Philly to the face. They play later this year. I think Tampa and the Rams would both have a great shot at it as well. I think there's a lot of AFC teams that would steamroll Philly. I think the Chargers would steamroll Philly. I think the Ravens would beat Philly. They're on watch. Now they could fix their problems. Am I off?
Yeah, they just need to
There's no injuries. Well, hold on. Landon Dickerson.
figure out how to throw the football. Like, just figure out how to ski. You have A.J. Brown is supposed to be one of the top 10 receivers in football. You can't get this guy open. Devonta Smith is supposed to be right there with him. They're supposed to be one of the best 1-2 punches in football. You can't get him open. You can't get him open. They are at the bottom in total passing offense. 32.
I think they have injuries to their offensive line beside Dickerson. That's kind of hampering
Jordan
them.
Mailata's banged up.
Correct.
And
this
didn't
is
Landon
hampering
Johnson
them.
leave the Cowboys game? Didn't Landon Johnson leave and come back? He's
Lane
old
Johnson
too.
did,
Or excuse
yeah.
me, Lane Johnson. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's old as well.
But I think once they get into a rhythm, I think you'll see a different team. But we'll see what happens.
Can we
They
jump
just keep winning games. I mean,
back to the Chiefs for a
I
second?
wish we were 2-0.
You know what? I would rather be 1-1. I would rather be 1-1 with the game I saw to the Lions this weekend than 2-0 with the game I saw to Philadelphia.
Seen that week 1 was like that.
Not to keep talking about the Lions, I don't think they win Monday, but I would feel so good if they won.
What do you
the
mean?
game. I don't think they win.
If they beat Baltimore, on Monday, because I think they have no chance.
I just remember the last time they played
Correct. That's
Baltimore.
what
What
you-
happened to
yeah,
them, dude?
I was there.
Yeah,
I was there.
you
It
were
wasn't
at
great.
that game, and
Who's going to
wasn't
spy?
They
Who's
took
going
it
to
on
spy
fucking
Lamar
chin.
You
Jackson?
got spies now. You got spies.
Is it going to? If they beat Baltimore Monday, they're the pick. They're the pick.
I'll feel a lot better. If they beat Baltimore on Monday, this is their.
If they beat Baltimore
this
Monday,
is
they can
as
beat
good as any of their starts that they've had over the last 3 years. If they beat Baltimore,
Yeah.
Jumping back to Kansas City real quick. Week 4, they play Baltimore. Right now, I think Baltimore takes care of Kansas City easy.
100%.
But in week 3, they go to MetLife to play Russell Wilson, coming off of a 450 passing yard game, and the New York Giants.
I think that's Sunday night or Monday night
It
too.
is Sunday Night Football. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Just saying. I could see a situation where they start 0-4.
Kansas City?
Yep.
No.
Okay.
I don't think they lose another game here.
What, the rest of the year?
No, they're not going to lose another game.
I'm just saying. Russ was slinging it.
Yeah, Russ was slinging it, but he also had 2 bad turnovers.
True. I agree.
Especially that last throw was ridiculous.
Okay, so let's take the weekend in a whole. Zolo, statement wins, statement losses. Who benefited the most? Who took the biggest hits?
Yeah, I'll keep it quick because we've covered a lot. My number 5 biggest statement win was obviously the Lions over the Bears. And the only reason it's not higher is because this was more of like a bigger picture statement. After hearing for a week of how the coordinators are off, John Morton turns in a better offensive performance somehow than Ben Johnson ever had here. And the Lions wanted that one. Good for them. Number 4, I think, is the Eagles over the Chiefs. Same drill. This typically would be higher. I think going into Arrowhead does count for something. It says more maybe about the Chiefs, but congrats to the Eagles. Still looking for more. Number 3, we talked about all of these, but Seattle over Pittsburgh.
That was big.
That's huge. I'm looking in Seattle's direction now. They look well coached. They're well balanced. Their defense is good, if not elite, and their offense, if Sam Darnold is half as good as he was last year, their offense has a lot of pieces to be serviceable.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker was a monster.
Kenneth Walker bounced back
God.
game. He put a stop to all the worries after his week 1. Number 2. And this is interchangeable with number 1. You could put this number 1, but number 2 for me was the Packers over the Commanders. Again, I think the Packers are here. Youngest roster in the league. I think their defense is so damn good. They're a quarterback away. If Jordan Love gets it going, watch out. Watch out. They'll be my pick for the Super Bowl, let alone right now I think the Packers are winning the NFC if it ended today.
If the Lions beat Baltimore on Monday night, it's over.
Number 1 statement win for me was the Colts over the Broncos. I think that there was just a lot of good juju, and it's just you're trending in the right direction. Can you keep this up? Because you are in the worst division in football. It's
Yeah.
open for grabs. Houston clearly isn't good. Jacksonville has more problems than I thought. And then if we even want to have a conversation about the Titans, I think they're much improved, but right now
I
the
like
Colts-
I like what they're doing defensively there.
talk about the Titans.
Yeah.
We'll know
They've been
Colts Titans
pretty
argument.
stout.
We'll know the difference between the Colts and
Yeah.
the Titans this week. They play this week.
Listen to me. The Colts are gonna fucking wipe the floor with Tennessee. Wipe it. I'm sorry. It ain't there yet, dude. It ain't there. Cam Ward's not doing like that. It ain't there yet.
Statement losses, really quickly. Again, we've already talked a lot about some of these teams. One that we have not talked about, number 5 on my statement losses, is the Vikings. I thought they
That's
looked
big.
pretty good.
We didn't talk
week
about
one
it at all, did we?
No, and that was a disaster. It's more people. You could blame JJ McCarthy all you want. This is bigger picture than JJ McCarthy. This is scheme. They lost a couple interior linemen. They were down to their third center. Ryan Kelly went out.
I have a problem.
Go ahead.
JJ McCarthy has played one good quarter of football in 8 quarters.
That's fair, but it was a good quarter of football.
It was a very
they
good
let
quarter
they
of
let the offense go through him.
Do you think he is actually really hurt?
Yeah.
Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because there's a whole lot of the Twitterverse today talking about how JJ
they're just
McCarthy
benching him and
yes,
holding him out. No.
This is just letting
No.
him
I don't
figure out
think
his
that.
way.
You'll know if Carson Wentz struggles. You'll know if Carson Wentz has the same if he's just throwing ducks and they're having the same issues scheming guys open. I really think they're hurting not having Jordan Addison. I think Jordan
Yeah,
Addison
that's
hurts.
killing them right now.
And then here's another big one. You know who looks horrible through 2 weeks and looks old and looks like he's not as effective anymore? TJ Hawkinson,
TJ
who is a
Hawkinson has not
major part of their offense, has not
And
looked good.
you know who else? Aaron Jones.
He's done.
Yeah, and
He's
I
done.
think
I don't know
he's
how
hitting
long
IR
he's
today.
out for. Is it IR?
I believe it's IR.
So that's
Yeah.
4 weeks right there. Aaron Jones is done, but Jordan Mason has been good anyway. So, yeah, there something to keep an eye on is the Vikings. I don't because I
Yes,
think
he's on IR.
I think a lot of the reason why the scheme is the way it is because JJ can clearly open it up, and he did against that Bears defense in the second half. I think the scheme is the way it is because he doesn't have a lot of time to throw, and that's why there's a lot of dump offs and all that. I think they need to find a way to scheme guys open. Let JJ make plays with his legs. Like that's what he did in Michigan. Like he's a dual threat. He's very athletic. He's very mobile. I don't
We
know.
got to see how long is he even going to play this week? Probably not.
Doesn't sound like it. No.
No.
JJ McCarthy.
McCarthy.
No, McCarthy, I believe he's not playing this week.
Another statement lost, Miami Dolphins. They were in this game and could have won it. The statement comes from the fact that Tua kind of blew the game at the end. And who knows, maybe this says more about New England not being as good as I thought they were this year, but Dolphins had the game in grasp. The good news is I don't think we have to worry too much about skill players on the Dolphins.
It was a little bit of a bounce back, but again,
Yeah.
I don't think New England's as good as we thought they were.
That might be it.
I
That
really
might be
don't
it, which would put more pressure on the Dolphins. Number 3, the Steelers. We talked about it. That's bad loss at home. And again, they're still in purgatory. They've been in
Yeah,
purgatory.
Physically beat up.
They've been in purgatory for 10 or 15 years. They're still in purgatory, and I think they were manhandled by an NFC team. And I don't know. I'm curious. We're 2 weeks in. We don't have enough data points,
Right.
but curious on them.
Real quick, I just want to jump back to the Dolphins real fast here. There is a lot of stuff circulating online right now that depending on how the Bills game goes on Thursday night, Mike McDaniels could be relieved.
Okay.
Which
Well, it's not going to go well against the Bills.
yeah, it's not going to go well in Buffalo.
Wait,
on
that's
Thursday
Monday.
night.
Oh, Thursday. night.
Thursday night.
Unless he could pull one out of the hat here.
Yeah, I think they can give him. I think they can give him until week 3. I said 1-3, pending how they look. But that one was more winnable than the first one, and they blew it. My number 2 is the Jacksonville Jaguars. We talked about this. You should have been able to capitalize. Your division's up for grabs. You need that win when a backup quarterback comes in, and especially if you have a lead. The whole Brian Thomas thing's weirds me out because I have a lot invested in Brian Thomas at the moment. So I would be scared if you're a Brian Thomas owner. They said after the game that he had a wrist injury, and then that comes to, okay, well, you're not disclosing injuries often. But ETN looks good.
ETN's looked really good.
Baishal Tootin has a lot of potential.
Monster.
Looks really good.
Hey, my jersey came in the mail. My Bay Shawl Tootin jersey came in the mail.
Brenton Strange. It's weird that they're not able to. This offense isn't going to go anywhere if it doesn't go through Brian Thomas
not
and Travis
clicking,
Hunter. It's got to go through them. It's got to be Trevor Lawrence's arm. Looking for
They
more
gotta
out of
protect him,
Jacksonville.
man.
Yeah,
What-
they do.
Hey, he's been running for his life, dude.
Mhm.
You know, it just doesn't look pretty. It doesn't look smooth. He looks like he's pressing, dude.
I don't
You can
disagree.
see it. He's pressing.
Number 5 statement loss is the Chicago Bears. Now, I think that there's a long way to go and a long road, and I wouldn't judge them after 2 weeks. I certainly wouldn't judge them after this one, but I didn't see anything redeeming. And one thing that's supposed to keep them in games this year is their defense, and it did not. If I'm a Bears fan, if you're looking for silver lining, I would be excited about Caleb Williams to Roma Dunze. I think that's
you
great.
know what? They got taken out of that game with that call right at the half.
How does that explain the second half, though?
All I'm saying is
And the
that-
call was right. They got the call right.
No, he was clearly down in bounds.
No, his momentum carried him out of bounds.
No, he
though.
was down in bounds. His body was down in bounds.
Yeah, but if
They
your
blew the call.
momentum carries you out
They
of
blew the-
bounds,
it doesn't matter. They blew the call. It went the way it did, and I think that kind of took the steam out.
Are you
of it.
talking about the Tesla thing?
how does that explain the other 30 points that they gave up? Though?
I'm not.
I don't think
I'm
steam.
not saying that.
I've seen the Lions lose
when
steam
you-
over the years, and
Okay,
it
hold on.
hasn't led to that.
Hold on. They got another touchdown, which increased their lead, and then that was too much for them to come back from. You know it was. That touchdown hadn't went in, I think it would have been a closer game.
They started with the ball in the second half, and they were down 14 points, and they didn't do anything
They're
with
already
the ball.
down. They're already down.
I don't know, and I don't
Down
think they got
14
the.
and down 7 is too big.
There's
is too
review.
big deal.
There's review like that comes. There's booth review now. They would have
Dude,
called
he
that.
was down in bounds.
That's
I
subjective.
mean,
I don't think he was.
subjective. I'm just telling you, they
If you
blew
go
that
down
call.
in bounds and your momentum
slid out.
carries you out of bounds, you're out of
No,
bounds. That's
dude,
how
he
it
was down
works.
in bounds.
Yeah,
man.
but then
The
his
clock shoulda
momentum,
ran. Bam.
but then his momentum brought him out of bounds,
was
which
not
means he's out of bounds.
touchdown
He was
in
not
bounds.
touchdown in bounds,
He
which
slid
is the
out.
right call. He slid out of bounds. That
We
means you're
talked
out of
about-
bounds.
What do you mean it wasn't touched, dude? The guy was laying on top of him.
wasn't
No, he wasn't.
The
He-
defender was right
his
next
butt
to him.
went down in bounds, and then he fell out of bounds.
Yeah, but he was down before he went out of bounds. Is what I'm saying.
He wasn't touched.
You're saying his momentum took him out of bounds?
Yeah, that means you
No,
stop the clock.
they
That's
shoulda
like when
ran-
a
they
receiver
shoulda
runs out
rolled
of
the
bounds.
clock. That was a bad call. It was a bad call. But they won. They won convincingly regardless. I'm just saying, I think that took it out of Chicago. That was a pretty big thing to come back from. And they
I
couldn't
think
do
if
it.
you're a Bears fan, don't overreact that bad. I think your intentions were just too high and your projections were just too high. This wasn't as much of a project as Dan Campbell coming to Detroit, but this is still a project, and there are things that Ben Johnson is working on with Caleb Williams that are not going to show after 2 weeks. If you remember,
I'm not a Caleb Williams guy.
that's fair. A
personally.
lot of people aren't.
I think he's
A lot of people
dog
aren't.
shit.
I would look at this like the first half of the Lions 2022 season, where there was 8 weeks and people wanted Campbell gone. They were like 2-6,
Oh, they
or
wanted
1-7.
everybody gone. They wanted golf.
And then they
gone.
figured it out, and then they went on a run. And I think that Chicago's schedule lightens up. Like they only have, and over the next 6 or 7 weeks, they only have one tough game on their schedule, which I can't remember what it was. Maybe Philly or I don't know.
Who?
Chicago. Their schedule lightens up a lot, and I mean I feel bad for Bears fans because they thought last week was much must win, and it was for the Lions as well. But they're saying it every week. This week they have the Dallas Cowboys.
They got
See how it
Dallas
goes.
this week.
Yeah.
Dallas at they play Dallas at home, at the Raiders, bye, at Washington, New Orleans at home, at Baltimore, at Cincinnati.
That don't sound like that easy.
Giants come to Soldier
No,
Field.
I disagree at all. The only tough game is Baltimore, in my opinion, or the only game that's not winnable off the rip.
At Washington on Monday Night Football.
That's a toss-up because Washington might be down a quarterback.
Then they host
And has Washington really looked?
at Philadelphia,
Maybe they have.
at Lambeau, at Frisco, and then Detroit.
Those are
I
three
mean-
tough games in a row.
Those ones to end, but is that series in the middle that bad? I don't think it is.
terrible.
They have a last place schedule.
No, they
Can
got
I-
the Raiders.
Can I say one thing about the Lions? The odds makers have jumped the Lions ahead of the Chiefs for Super Bowl favorites after yesterday, so the Lions are now 5th.
They're
Who's in front of them? Baltimore,
Baltimore is
Buffalo,
one.
Green Bay,
Baltimore 1,
and
Green
Philly.
Bay jumped to 2.
Yeah.
Buffalo is 3. Or no,
Green Bay.
Baltimore, Green Bay, Buffalo,
I think the Packers could be one in every power ranking.
Philadelphia,
Right now. I wouldn't argue it.
Detroit, and then Kansas City slots in below them.
Does anyone have any hot takes or overreactions for the week?
Hot take, overreaction. I've got it.
Go ahead.
Neither the Eagles, my hot take, this is week 2. Neither the Eagles or the Chiefs make their division or conference championship games.
I don't hate that. I don't think that's that hot.
Neither of them make the conference championship.
Okay.
What?
I just think
I'm gonna start calling you Sal Sirianni.
I'm just.
Man, you changed your last name from
I don't
Signorelli
like
to Sirianni.
I am not a Sirianni guy. You're talking to the wrong person. I personally don't like him. Never did.
I think you.
Anyway.
What's your hot take?
I don't have a hot take.
You don't have any reactions to the week?
Well,
Hot take, reaction, ideas?
I think the Colts are a little better than what people think. I think they're going to sneak up on a lot of
Colts are
people
going to win that
and
division.
mug them.
Colts might win that division.
Yeah,
They look a hell of a lot
I-
better than Houston.
yeah. I mean, if they can keep it together and not get any injuries, I think they could run this quite a while.
Is that
here.
your hot take that the Colts are going to win the AFC South?
I think they could win their division.
Zola.
I don't know what a hot take it is, but
No, that's a hot take.
I truly believe that.
It's a lukewarm take. It's
Yeah.
it's fair.
My hot take is this, and I'll say this right now.
Oh, okay.
I think the Chargers will win the fucking AFC West.
I don't think that's a hot take.
not a
I think
hot
I think
take
it's a
anymore.
very good take. I don't
Yeah.
think that's a hot take.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a Harbaugh in the AFC Championship game.
That could be.
That'd be something.
That could damn well be.
We're gonna get a Harbaugh, and I don't know who I get right now, but my hot take.
The Chargers jumped the Chiefs for odds to win the West, by the way.
Huh? It's not bad.
Go ahead, sorry.
What about the Broncos? Where are the Broncos at on there?
Broncos are third. And then there's a huge margin.
Between the Raiders,
Raiders.
you got to throw some money on the Raiders, dude. Win that division.
My hot take, which I also don't think it's a hot take either. You could disagree with it if you guys want. And it kind of puts this, well, no, but I'm off on a tangent. My hot take is that the Commanders are toast.
I'll tell you what. It's starting to wear out its welcome a little bit. And depending on how banged up Jaden Daniels is in week 2, when you depend on him
Right.
as the center of this offense, and like if he can't stay healthy or
Think
he
about it,
has
Burrow,
to play
yeah.
banged up.
Burrow going down. He's going down.
And
I mean, this is huge.
You and I know you're going to enjoy this. Eckler's already out, done, gone.
seen it.
Career's over. Career's over.
It's Bill time.
that.
They traded Brian Robinson. It's Bill,
Bill
time.
time, yeah. Bill Koski, McCockles, whatever
Yeah,
his name
good
is,
luck,
Garrett.
Billy
But
McGuire.
I do think there is a situation
Billy McGuire.
where Washington finishes third in their division this year and doesn't make the playoffs.
I agree. Just in general, like if we want to expand on that, I think the AFC East or NFC East is weak. I think
Yeah.
it's weak. I think Dallas, if they wanted to, if they figured it out, and they didn't figure it out, I thought they had it on opening week, even though they lost. I thought they didn't have it this weekend. I think if Dallas figures it out, they can come and grab this division if they
You're
want.
going to make him laugh
I
again.
don't think defensively they can.
You're going to make him laugh.
I just
again.
don't. I
That's
watched Russ put 450 on them guys.
Well, you heard what Jerry
Well,
Jones
yeah,
said,
that's
right?
why. That's why. That's what I mean by if they figure it out. Yeah.
What did the great?
You heard what Jerry Jones said, right?
What?
They're only one explosive playmaker on defense away from being one of the best teams in the NFL.
What's his name?
Okay.
He actually said that in a post-game presser, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. After they just traded away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I think that's a weak division, and the Commanders are if Jaden Daniels, even with Jaden Daniels back, like it's week 1 versus the Giants. That's their. I need data points.
so what are you telling me right now? Philadelphia's the New England Patriots of the fucking NFC.
I think they're the
East?
Chiefs.
Yeah.
I think they're the Chiefs.
Chiefs of the
I think,
East?
I think they're going to have a shot. Like
Yeah.
they can cruise a little bit, especially if the rest of the division's down.
Right.
I think they can cruise, but I don't think the rest
to
of the
their
division's
benefit.
entirely down. The
Yeah.
Giants are clearly better than they were last year, and I think Dallas is better than they were last year. I just think that the Commanders are down, and if you're, I think Philly's just going to coast in. I think they're
Yeah.
going to. I don't think they're in the class of the NFC in the moment. I don't think they're up there with the Packers, the Rams, or the Bucks. I don't think Philly's in the
Okay.
conversation. Or if you want to put the Lions in there as well, I don't think Philly is as good as Detroit through 2 weeks. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
Uncle Sam doesn't think anybody's as good as Philadelphia. Uncle Sam loves fly, Eagles fly.
Bruce, you got a hot take?
I've been trying to think of one. Not really. Man.
You had one earlier that Aiden Hutchinson sucks or whatever.
Yeah, that was.
Really a hot.
Do you have anything else? Can you give us something?
Dude, I've been sitting here trying to think of something. I mean,
Is it just a monkey playing fucking
I
cymbals
tried
going
to think
on
of
up there
something
right now, or
stupid
what?
to say about Miami, but that didn't work.
What player
Here you go.
impressed?
Here you go.
What player
Hendon
impressed
Hooker
you
will
the
be
most
starting
out of this week?
some point this season
For which team? 'Cause
for the
it's not gonna
Carolina
be here.
Panthers.
For the Carolina
Bryce
Panthers.
Young wasn't that bad on Sunday.
But you could always
Bryce
get
Young,
hurt.
hold on. Actually,
always
that was
get
a
hurt.
good something good you said. Bryce Young tried so fucking badly to win that game. So badly, and they just couldn't get it.
And he had the
They
refs
had-
help too. The refs helped.
Yes, they had 14 chances to try and win that game, literally, and they just fucking couldn't. They couldn't complete anything. They just could not get it done. But he tried. He's just too. You know what? He's not an NFL quarterback. He's not.
Dude, it's
Who?
Hendon Hooker.
Bryce Young?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not, dude. Dude, listen to me. He's your height, okay?
Whatever, dude.
He's your height. He's Bruce's build, and they ship him out there to get molested week after week.
you say the same
he's
thing about
not good.
Kyler Murray.
Well, Kyler Murray's
That-
not good either.
Everybody's telling everybody Kyler Murray's 5'10".
Yeah,
Suck a
Kyler Murray's
cock.
5'7" and a half
Yeah, he's
on a
five-
good day.
5'5.5" on
Yeah.
a good day, dude.
Yeah.
Got his little midget arms. He
Both
looks like
of
a
them.
fucking midget next to the rest of them guys.
Haven't they figured out yet that that just doesn't work?
It doesn't.
Like it's not gonna
It
work.
is what it is.
Look at you have Josh Allen and Justin Herbert who both stand at 6'6" and 260 out there slinging it. And then you have Kyler Murray and Bryce Young doing ballerina moves around trying to
At
get
least
killed
I'll say
by
this.
350-pound men.
At least
Breeze
Kyler
wasn't that
Murray's
tall.
got some mass to him, man. Bryce Young is a skinny little dude. And I get scared every time somebody comes near him.
How tall
I get scared.
How tall was Drew Brees? Like 5'9"?
No. I think
He's
he
like
was
5'9".
6 foot.
No,
He was
5'10".
short. They used to say
No, I think he was
can't see over
5'10".
the offensive
Okay,
line.
compared to Brady and like everybody else who's
No, he's
6'5",
like 5'10".
he was not fucking 5'10".
Dude, he's like
6'1", dude.
Who?
Drew Brees,
He
I
wasn't
looked
fucking.
it up.
There's
They're
no
telling you
way.
6'1", he was 5'10".
Fucking way. Yeah.
Well, that means Kyler Murray's 5'4".
We already know what Kyler Murray is.
If you want some sunflower seeds, you can
So,
either buy them off
what
the
is-
link. Okay.
Okay, wait a minute. I got one thing.
Okay.
Who's the most impressive player you've seen all week?
One player.
One player.
Wow.
One player, Bruce.
Well, I only watched. I know I watched.
You only watched one fucking game.
I wa-
He was
no, I
there
watched the game last
drinking
night.
beer, swaying.
I watched the game last night. Let me think of somebody.
Out of the whole weekend, who was the one player that you were most impressed with?
Hold on, I'm looking.
Okay.
That's
Beside
that's
Daniel
a
Jones.
tough
Dude.
question.
Huh?
Honest to God, like
Rashad White.
It might.
Rashad White played fucking lights out.
it might be.
Jared Goff.
Huh?
It's Jared Goff.
Mine? Malik Neighbors.
Oh, that's
That's
a good one.
you. I swear.
Neighbors.
Look
That's
at
a
look at
good
what's
one.
on my screen right
This
now.
fucking kid.
That's
showed
what I
that
was gonna
he's
fucking say.
A top 5 wide receiver in this league.
That was his coming out party. That's for sure. Against Dallas too.
And it didn't matter, man. He was being triple teamed. They had 2 guys on him just about every play. And he was going up against top tier corner. He wasn't going up against no Ham and Hager, dude.
I want to say something else too here.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson, 30 for 41, 450 yards, 3
I was gonna say him,
touchdowns,
too.
a pick, and a QBR of 123.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking impressive
That pick
against
was
Dallas's defense.
horrible at the end.
It was bad.
Are you sussy for Russie, Uncle Sam?
I'm getting sussy
No.
for Russie. I'm not.
No, but you know what? He showed he could still put the ball downfield. I don't think the deep ball is his
Jared Goff.
issue. You know, you got a guy like Neighbors, you might as well use him.
If you-
I wish Jared Goff would use fucking Jason Williams more
Dude,
like
I mean, that was the most
know?
attempts I think he went for JMO downfield in Ben Johnson's.
Yeah, they
in a
didn't
game.
go. They didn't go one time.
That's
the week
we gotta
prior.
be careful
That's what I'm
because
saying.
what's
Yeah.
his fit? Jalen Johnson got what's his name?
He got hurt.
He got
Yeah.
hurt and he's on IR, and that's why they just picked on him. But it works.
Yeah.
If you want some sunflower seeds, you can buy them with the link in our bio. And if you use the code TIPPED2025 at checkout, you can save 10% on your first order from Smackin' Seeds. And they're delicious. Zolo has a whole pile of them here.
Careful, one
flavor
might
are
be
these?
open. Oh yeah, that was the open.
Oh, I threw the open one. Lemon pepper, dill pickle.
Open right now. I have garlic parm, which has been
The
outstanding.
barbecue.
Lemon
is
pepper,
so
dill
good.
pickle. The cheddar jalapeno is my favorite,
I
and
haven't had
as
it.
well as cinnamon churro. If you want to live every day with the same energy, Bruce, come into my face. If you want to live every day with the same energy, come on my face, Bruce. If you want to live every day with the same energy that Uncle Sam has here at this show Uncle Sam now. There we go.
Bucked up.
You need to get all bucked up, okay?
Bucked up.
We have Black Cherry LFG here. The cans are dwindling. So there's another
Yeah,
case
Zolo's
out there.
got some. Zolo's got
Zolo's got them. We're gonna try wild cherry. We're gonna try a different flavor next week. I don't know what the fuck is out there. But you can get 20% off. You order with Bucked Up by using the link in our bio on Instagram or using the code TIPBALLS2025 at checkout. You'll get 20% off Bucked Up products. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Tip Balls Podcast. Make sure to follow our socials, Instagram and Twitter at Tip Balls, TikTok at Tip Balls Podcast. If you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple Music, you can watch us live on YouTube or TikTok. Thank you guys so much for listening. We will be back later in the week.